Hey guys, Jeremy here, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Gevi Burr coffee grinder and the Gevi espresso machine. Both were sent to me at no charge for this review, and they actually do come in a combo pack. And so what I want to do for you today is show you everything that you get in the box. Then we're going to talk about some of the settings, how to use this, how to clean this, and then we're also going to make a cup of espresso. So what we get in the box is the Burr coffee grinder, and we get the espresso machine. You do get a couple of espresso cups, you get your portafilter, then you also get 2 pucks. I am using the 2-cup puck, and then you also get a 1-cup puck here, which is going to fit into the portafilter. By the way, it's a 51 millimeter portafilter, so if you're used to using a 53 or a 58 millimeter portafilter, you may want to reduce the amount of beans that you're using, because if you continue to use your 18.5 gram of bean or 20 gram of bean for your 51 millimeter portafilter, you're going to get a lot of overflow with this particular grinder, and I'm going to show that to you here in just a moment. So you also get your tamp, you get a container for your beans, and then you also get a frother. So you get everything that you need, plus the instruction manual, which is going to walk you through everything that you need to know for getting your grinder and your espresso machine dialed in for the perfect cup. Now, what I want to do is walk you through the settings and give a close look at everything that's available here, and then we're going to brew ourselves a cup. Okay, so we're going to start with the grinder first. The grinder has the hopper up on top, and the hopper is removable. You're just going to turn it to the unlock. It's going to pop right out, and then you're able to take all of this stuff apart to wash it, clean it, keep it nice and tidy so that you don't have anything tainting your beans or your drink. Once you pull your hopper off and you get that cleaned up, you've also got a scoop in here, you got a spoon in here, and then you've also got a little brush in here for extra cleaning. And I think one of the little spoons would be great if you are checking your extraction rate and you're dipping a little bit of espresso onto a refractometer. Those little spoons are going to work great for that. Then if you wanted to clean your Burr grinder, this is just going to pop out. Notice there is a little dot here on the top. That dot is going to line up with a line in the back, and it's just going to set in. There's no turn and lock or anything like that. It's just going to go in one way and one way only. So it's going to be super easy to take that out, get it cleaned, and put it back into place. Same with your hopper. Your hopper is only going to go on one way. If you'll notice, I'm just going to turn it until it drops into place. And then once it drops into place, you're just going to lock it into place, just like that, and then it's going to power on, letting you know that everything is good to go. Now, I am going to turn my setting over to about a 3 or 4, so I can grind my espresso beans. You can grind anywhere between a 1 and a 30, which is going to do your espresso, your pour over, your drip, your French press, whatever you're making. This is going to be able to grind it for you. Now, it does come with a portafilter holder, actually a couple of these portafilter holders, and by the way, they are plastic, and so be careful with these because you can bend them out of shape so that they do not fit onto the guides. Now, when you do put it into the guide, you're going to make sure that these 2 legs are up on the rails and the rounded part is to the back of the machine. So it's just going to slide in there just like that, and it's going to click into place just like what you heard. Then your portafilter, it's a 3-year portafilter, and it's going to slide in there and it's going to lock up underneath, and I'm going to show you that little that's going to show you that where this is going to rest and hold it into place. So I want to bring you in close now, and we're going to take a look at the coffee grinder, and then we're going to move over to the espresso machine, and we're going to make a cup together. So right here we do have our grind settings, and we're just going to turn the hopper to wherever we want our grind to be, and there's a little arrow right there, and like I said, we're going to put that on about a 3 or a 4 so that we can have a good grind for our espresso. Then if you'll look right here, we can grind by the cup, or we can grind by time. Now, I typically will grind by time, and so we're going to put that there, and 25 seconds is going to be plenty of time for you to grind 18.5 gram of beans, and that's what we're going to put in the hopper right now. And then we're going to take our portafilter and we're going to slide it up underneath here. Now I want you to notice, you see this little cutout right here? This is where your 3rd ear is going to go so that your portafilter can rest in place and catch all the grinds. So we're going to put it in at a little angle, and then then it's going to rest in place just like that. Now, 25 seconds is the default time. If we wanted to go more than that, we could go more than that. There is no need to. If you are done with your grind, then you can just push the stop button. So we're just going to go ahead and leave it at 40, and then we'll stop it when it's done. It's going to take about 20 seconds to grind 18 grams. And we are at about 20 seconds left here, and we're going to go ahead and stop it. Now, if you notice, I got a good mound of grinds that I need to get pulled out without making a big mess. Now, if I tamp those down just like that, I'm going to end up with a big mess. So what I'm going to do is pull it into here, push it down just a little bit with my finger. I'm in my studio, so I'm trying to limit my mess. I like to spin it a couple times to try to level that out as much as I can. And then I'm going to apply pressure, approximately 25, maybe 30 pounds of pressure there. And so that's what it looks like. And then we're just going to bring it right over here to our espresso machine. We're going to put those 3 ears up and in, and then we're going to turn and lock it into place. Now, before we begin our drink, we're going to go ahead and take a look at our espresso machine. Right over here, we have a removable water tank, and that's going to hold, approximately 30 ounces, 40 ounces. I've got water in it already, so we are good to go. And that's just going to slide into the back just like that. Now, when you first get this out of the box, don't forget to pull the plug on the back side of that water so that it will siphon water into the machine and warm it up for your next espresso cup. Then we want to look right up here on top. And by the way, there are instructions on top on how to make the drink. And so once you get that down, these are the buttons that we really want to pay attention to. We got our power button, 1 cupper, 2 cupper, and then this is going to be our frother. Once we power this on, this is going to breathe until it reaches temperature, which is going to take a couple of minutes. And then all of our lights are going to go steady. And then we're going to pick our 1 or our 2 cup espresso. And then we're just going to let it run by itself. Okay, so once all of the lights are steady, we're good to make our cup of espresso. And there's a couple of things I want us to pay attention to. Number 1 is that when we're making our espresso, we want to try to keep this needle somewhere in the blue area, which is going to be your espresso range. This right here is going to be an over extraction, which is going to make your espresso taste very strong and very bitter. So playing around with your grind is what's going to help you get that in the blue section as long as possible. So we're going to go right back here, and we're going to go ahead and start our cup. We got a good cup going here. We are in the blue. And that ran for 38 seconds, and we got 2 excellent shots of espresso. Look at that crema on top. Beautiful, beautiful. All right, the next thing we want to do is press our steam button until that stops breathing and is a solid light, and then it's going to be ready to go. And this is going to be the dial that we use to turn our steam on, and then the steam's going to come out of the wand. So let's go ahead and give that a try. All right, so I'm going to be honest with you. I am not big on frothing milk, but we did get some more milk in there, and we're going to go ahead and give this a try. I put my sweetener in here. I put some heavy whipping cream in here, and I also put some skim milk in here. So that's why it didn't froth up the best, but it is super good, I tell you what. So if you're looking for a nice, easy, beginner's user espresso machine, this one right here from Gevi, super nice, easy to use, and it is one that I would definitely recommend. That's good.